Aston Villa and Crystal Palace share the spoils at Villa Park. They came to toast the men who lifted the European Cup for Aston Villa 40 years ago and witnessed a game that will not be remembered quite so clearly in 4 decades' time. This was still a lively affair as Ollie Watkins and Jeffrey Schlupp, 4 minutes after coming on as substitute, scored second-half goals to ensure the points were shared. But the day was all about Villa's win over Bayern Munich and Rotterdam in May 1982, with banners, flags and a guard of honor in front of the club's billionaire owners Nassif Sawiris and Wes Edens, who aimed to restore those unforgettable times. Steven Gerrard knows his team will have to win games like these if they are to return to the elite, yet Palace deserved their point. Along with the goals, the highlight of the match was John McGinn's running duel with Wilfried Zaha, who was typically grumpy with the officials throughout. Aston Villa, 4-3-1-2, Martinez 6.5, Cash 7, Konsa 6.5, Chambers 50, 6.5, Mings 6, Dean 6, Douglas Luiz 6.5, Nakamba 6, Ramsey 66, 6, McGinn 7.5, Coutinho 5.5, Watkins 7, Ings 5.5, Buendia 71, 5.5. Subs not used: Olsen, Sanson, Traore, Young, Chukwuemeka, Irogbinam. Scorers: Watkins 69 booked, Mings manager, Steven Gerrard 6.5 Crystal Palace, 3-1-4-2, Butland 6, Kouyaté 6.5, Anderson 7, Gehi 6, Milivojevic 7, Benteke 78, 6, Klein 6.5, Gallagher 6.5, Ease 5.5, Schlupp 78, 6, Mitchell 6, Mateta 6, Edouard 71, 6, Zaha 6.5. Subs not used: Guaita, Ward, Ayew, Hughes, Kelly, Raksaki. Scorers: Schlupp 82 booked, Gallagher, Edouard, Kouyaté manager, Patrick Vieira 6.5 referee, Chris Kavanagh 6 attendance, 41,136. Both teams still have a chance of finishing in the top 10, which would be the first for Villa since 2011 and would represent an impressive start for Gerrard, whose team were 2 points above the relegation zone when he took over last November. Villa played well in their narrow defeat to Liverpool last week and they started brightly here as Danny Ings volleyed Douglas Luiz's cross just wide early on, then missed an even better chance. Joachim Anderson made a mess of clearing McGinn's lofted pass, and though the ball dropped nicely for Ings, he put it over from 10 yards. At this stage Villa were dominant, yet Palace soon began to threaten, first when the unmarked Conor Gallagher's header from a corner was nodded to safety by Ezri Konsa. Zaha saw a rising drive parried by Emiliano Martinez before Ings wasted another chance to give Villa the lead. Once more McGinn was the creator, finding Ollie Watkins with a ball into space behind the Palace backline. Watkins set up Ings, who made space for himself cleverly, only to fire narrowly wide from 15 yards. Playing a trite wing-back, Nathaniel Klein was finding plenty of room in Villa territory. One low shot from 20 yards drew a fine low stop from Martinez, and then he struck over from a similar position shortly before half-time. There was still time for Zaha to lose his rag with the officials after a strong challenge from McGinn went unpunished. The Palace forward was chuntering to referee Chris Kavanagh as the sides left the field. Early in the second half, Konsa was forced off with a worrying-looking injury as he appeared to jar his knee in a duel with Jean-Philippe Mateta. The centre-back had to be helped down the tunnel by a member of Villa's medical team, and he was replaced by Callum Chambers. Zaha was becoming more and more riled, and when he was targeted by the Villa crowd, the Ivory Coast international raised his hands to his ears and pretended to encourage them. That earned him a warning from Kavanagh, and soon afterwards Zaha released Tyrick Mitchell for a shot that was superbly blocked by Matty Cash. Seconds later Martinez had to move quickly to gather Gallagher's deflected effort at the second attempt. The match seemed to be meandering towards a goalless draw when Villa suddenly took the lead in the 69th minute. Substitute Jacob Ramsey played a short pass to Lucas Dean on the left, and when he delivered the cross, Watkins outmuscled Mark Gehi at the far post to steer home. Palace were convinced the England forward had fouled Gehi, and boss Patrick Vieira looked furious when the goal stood. Gehi made amends, however, by playing a key role in Palace's equaliser 8 minutes from time. Gallagher's free kick looked to be drifting out for a corner when Anderson hooked the ball back across goal. Gehi flicked it on and Schlupp drifted away from fellow sub Emiliano Buendia to tap the ball in from inside the 6-yard box. Villa pushed in the closing stages but could not find a winner.